Welcome to the Fish Sports marblerace FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Today we're going to be bringing you the second games from all of the groups, and the fixtures are as follows: Palmeiras versus Ahly, Inter Miami versus Porto, Seattle Sounders versus Atletico Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain versus Botafogo, Benfica versus Auckland City FC, Flamengo versus Chelsea, Los Angeles versus ES Tunis, Bayern Munich versus Boca Juniors, Mamelodi, Sundowns versus Borussia Dortmund, Inter Milan versus Urawa Red Diamonds, Fluminese versus Ulsan HD, River Plate versus Monterrey, Juventus versus Wydad AC, Real Madrid versus Pachuca, Red Bull Salzburg versus Hilal, and Manchester City versus Ahly. At the end of this video, you will see the latest groups, or latest group table, I should say, at the end of Group Game 2. So without further ado, let's crack on with the latest round of games. We are live at the MetLife Stadium in New York with this clash between Palmeiras and Ahly in Group A. Both games in Group A for the first time round finished 2-2, so there's very much all to play for in this second round of group games. Palmeiras facing Ahly now, followed very shortly by Inter Miami and Porto. A win for either of these teams now would put them in an almightily strong position, but nothing in this group can technically be finished in this round two of games, with the scores also with all the points being tied after one round of games. But equally, defeat right now would put a lot of pressure on the losing team. So Palmeiras and Ahly will be looking to get something out of this game, obviously, that goes without saying, to get themselves in a strong position to qualify for the next phase of the competition. Palmeiras down here first. Ahly with a decent point in their first game, a 2-2 draw with Inter Miami, but they're losing here against Palmeiras. There are currently no Ahly marbles coming down either. Are there any on the way now? There's some now. Can they snatch some kind of last minute draw here? They're not going to get one. I don't think it's going to be a defeat for them. It is indeed. It's a narrow defeat, but this one finishes Palmeiras 1, Ahly 0. We are live from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta with Inter Miami and Porto, the second group game from Group A this week. Having just seen Palmeiras narrowly beat Ahly 1-0. A win for both these teams will put them in a good position to qualify, with them being two teams on 4 points and two teams on 1 point going into the final game. A draw here, however, would make the group incredibly close for all teams involved. But Porto have got an almighty amount of marbles down here early on. If they can get through that second obstacle, they're in a fantastic position. Porto with 8 marbles here, and Inter Miami with 7 marbles here. But Porto have got a good head start here, but they are really failing to get anywhere in this final obstacle. They get one across the line here. There's not a lot following it so far. Will there be other marbles coming in? There must be. Where are they? They're all getting stuck. This is the one solitary marble that's made it this far down the course. Where are the rest of them? There's lots of marbles getting stuck there. There's Porto marbles, another Porto marble down now, and now Miami marbles are joining the party. And if Porto did not get themselves across the line, they've only got themselves to blame. They have many chances there, not finishing at the bottom of the course here. Miami hasn't even made the bottom section of the course. Now they're here. Can they get one? If Miami get anything out of this game, they'll be blagging an absolute fluke. Oh, they've got a draw. Surely not. Can they steal a victory? They can't. This is an almightily messed up result for Porto. They had so many chances to finish it, didn't. And this one, as a result, finishes Inter Miami 1, FC Porto 1. We are live from the Lumen Field in Seattle for Seattle Sounders versus Atletico Madrid. In the first round of group games, Seattle Sounders with a narrow 3-2 victory over Botafogo, even while Atletico Madrid lost their opening game 2-0 to Paris Saint-Germain. Atletico Madrid pretty much have to win this game. If they do not win this game, they are in massive trouble when it comes to their final game, especially if PSG were to win their game against Botafogo as well imminently, because that would mean that Atletico Madrid could not qualify. If Atletico Madrid get a point here, they'll probably be okay as long as they can see off Botafogo in their last game. But a defeat here, a surprise defeat of Atletico Madrid, would almost definitely put them out unless PSG were themselves to lose to Botafogo, which is unlikely. And Seattle Sounders, I believe, have just put 2 across the line in quick succession. It's 2-1. They need something. It's 3-1. This is awful news for Atletico Madrid. I think they are out. They are now going to be hoping for an almighty result here from PSG, because otherwise they are, or not even for PSG, for Botafogo, or they're in massive trouble. This one surprisingly finishes Seattle Sounders 3, Atletico Madrid 1. We are live from the Rose Bowl Stadium in Los Angeles for this Group B clash between Paris Saint-Germain and Botafogo. Having just seen Seattle Sounders surprisingly beat Atletico Madrid 3-1. Anything other than a PSG win here would put Atletico Madrid out immediately. Atletico Madrid are going to be praying for, well, Botafogo are going to have to win for Atletico Madrid to have any chance now. Otherwise they're gone. They cannot catch them. 0 points. Even a PSG draw here would get them on 4 points. Seattle Sounders have won their opening 2 games. Atletico Madrid are going to be praying for a Botafogo win, or this is over for them already after 2 games, and this is not looking good because PSG have put one over the line already. They need Botafogo to score 2 in the last 6 seconds. There's 1. They may have 1 more shot. This is their lucky. Oh, it's not quite gone over. It's not going to happen for them, is it? Botafogo get a surprise point here, but it's not going to be enough for Atletico Madrid, who are now out of this competition. This one finishes PSG 1, Botafogo 1. We are live from the Inter and Co Stadium in Orlando, Florida, for this Group C clash between Benfica and Auckland City FC. Benfica started well in the first game. They were reasonably well with a 2-2 draw with Boca Juniors, while Auckland City FC lost 3-1 to Bayern Munich. At least that was better than their real life result against Bayern Munich, which was clearly nowhere near 3-1. Anyway, so a defeat here for Auckland City would put massive pressure on them. It would be 2 defeats out of 2. They'll be relying on results to go in their way or in their favour in the second group game this week to avoid them not being eliminated immediately. A win for Benfica would put them on 4 points. Wouldn't guarantee them qualification, but would put them in a strong position for sure. But we'll see how this one goes. But Auckland City will definitely be needing something out of this game, at least a point minimum, to give themselves to the chance of qualification. Benfica have got one across the line here. Can Auckland City get back in the game? They have. It's 1-1. They've got a chance. Benfica could do with getting something across the line with themselves, because otherwise, they've got one across the line. It's hopped over. It's 2-1 Benfica. It's a narrow defeat for Auckland City, but it puts them on the cusp of elimination of this Group C table group thing. You know what I'm saying, guys. I'm rambling at this point. But anyway, this one finishes Benfica 2, Auckland City FC 1. Benfica now with a cracking chance of qualifying through to the last 16. We are live from the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia for this Group D clash between Flamengo and Chelsea. Both matches in the first round of group games in Group D finished 1-1, so there is massive pressure on all teams in this group to get something out or get something decent in this second group game, because we've got 9 marble Chelsea here versus 8 marble Flamengo. I think it's 7 marble Los Angeles and it's 5 marble ES Tunis as well in this group. So these two are the biggest 2 teams in this group. The loser here could put themselves in trouble if there's a winner in the second group game that follows this one imminently. So both these teams will need a win here that will put them in a decent win with a very strong chance of qualification. But anything other than a victory here for one team is going to be, a defeat for one team would be almightily dangerous. You can see them out. It's 3-0 Chelsea already. Flamengo are in trouble now in this group. As the second strongest team, they're in almighty trouble. It's 4-0 Chelsea. Goal difference as well will be awful for them now. This one finishes Flamengo 0, Chelsea 4. Flamengo now in all kinds of trouble. We are live from Geodis Park in Nashville for Los Angeles versus ES Tunis here. The loser of this game is going to be a massive difficulties to qualify out of this group, especially if it's ES Tunis, who, while they got a great result in their first game, drawing 1-1 with Flamengo, they need something in this game. They've got Chelsea in their final game. Chelsea just won 4-0 versus Flamengo. You would not fancy Tunis' chances against 9 marble Chelsea, so you feel like they need to get at least a draw here to give themselves a chance in the final game. A win here for Tunis would put them in an almighty position, though. That would give them an almighty good chance to qualify. Can they get one across the line earlier? They've only got 5 marbles against Los Angeles 7. Can they get one across early? They can. They've genuinely got an almighty good chance of qualification. But anything other than that, and you'd probably say goodbye to them. But all that Tunis marble came down there and pushed that one away. There's more going through, and now LA are through. They've got one across the line. Tunis need to get something out of this game. 1 point from 2 games with Chelsea last is not going to be enough for them. Can they get one across? They can't. They're struggling. No one can get out of here. It's a narrow victory here for LA FC, but they'll take it. This one finishes Los Angeles FC 1, ES Tunis 0. It's Group C. It's Bayern Munich versus Boca Juniors, and we're live from the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami here. Bayern with a 3-1 victory over Auckland City FC on the opening day. Boca Juniors with a 1-1 draw, I believe it was, versus Benfica. I think it was 1-1, maybe 2-2. I've lost track now. It was a long while ago. It was 2-2, in fact. It was a 2-2 draw. And now in this game, we go into this one with Bayern Munich needing a win to seal their qualification into the next stage of the competition, the last 16. Wow, the Bayern Munich marbles are storming through here. That Boca Juniors marble is going to have to hit immediately, because there's no doubt one of those Bayern Munich marbles will cross the line. It's already 2-0 Bayern Munich. Can Boca's get one back? They have. It's 3-1. It's 4-1. It's 4-2. It's an almighty goal fest here, but it's not worked out very well for Boca Juniors. This one finishes Bayern Munich 4, Boca Juniors 2. Boca Juniors are not quite out just yet, but they are going to need an almighty result in their final game. We are live from the TQL Stadium in Cincinnati for this Group F clash between Mamelodi Sundowns and Borussia Dortmund. A 1-1 draw in the opening game between Mamelodi Sundowns and Ulsan HD, while Borussia Dortmund had a 1-0, a very narrow 1-0 victory against Fluminese. So this group's pretty open still, but if Borussia Dortmund get a win here, they are pretty much qualified. In fact, they have qualified with a win here. So if they get this one across the line, they are done and out of the way through to the next round of the competition in at least first or second. They are good. Mamelodi Sundowns, any result here would be good for them, let's be honest. It's a 5 marble team in Mamelodi Sundowns versus a 9 marble team of Borussia Dortmund. So anything from this game would be good for them. Haven't got a point in their first game. It would probably mean they don't have to win their last game against Fluminese, which would be difficult though. So can Mamelodi pull off some almighty surprise here and take down Borussia Dortmund? Anything's possible in marble race, it could happen. But there's a lot of Borussia Dortmund marbles knocking at the door, and they've got the first goal across the line now. Will there be more to follow, or can Mamelodi sometimes pull off a very last-minute equaliser here? It's looking like they're going to run out of time. There's a narrow victory here for Borussia Dortmund, but a victory is. This one finishes Mamelodi Sundowns 0, Borussia Dortmund 1. They are now through to the next stage. We're live from the Lumenfield Seattle for this Group E clash between Inter Milan and Urawa Red Diamonds. Inter Milan with a win here would put them through 6 points from their 2 games. Not 2 teams would catch them then. It would get them through to the next round safely into that last 16. Urawa Red Diamonds, anything here would be good for them. Obviously, they're a 5 marble team versus 10 marble Inter Milan. Anything for them would be good. There are Inter Milan marbles raining down this course. Urawa have got a couple there. They've got 3. They're fighting back a little bit on the top part of the course. Can they get enough down here to give Inter Milan a game though and cause any kind of upset in this one? I said even a point here would be decent for them. They'd take a point and then go into their final game and just hope they can blag something from it. But let's see who gets the first one across the line. This is a very random last option, and Urawa and Diamonds have got the first one across the line. It's 1-1. There are a lot more Inter Milan marbles down here than Urawa and Diamonds, but it's 2-1 Inter Milan. This could still happen. Can they blag anything? The time is going to run out, unfortunate for them. It's 2 narrow victories now in this group for Inter Milan, but they've won this one again. This one finishes Inter Milan 2, Urawa Red Diamonds 1. We are live from the MetLife even Stadium in New York for this Group F clash between Fluminese and Ulsan HD. Ulsan with a 1-1 draw versus Mamelodi Sundowns in their first group game. Fluminese with a narrow 1-0 defeat to Borussia Dortmund in their first group game. So a big game here. If Ulsan can get anything out of this game, it would give them a slight chance of qualification, although they have got Borussia Dortmund in their final game. So realistically, Ulsan probably have to win this game and then hope that somehow Fluminese flop in, well, actually no, if they were to beat Fluminese, Fluminese would be out. And then only Mamelodi Sundowns could then catch anyone in the second spot. But anyway, let's see what happens in this group first. It's not done yet. Fluminese are the likely winners here, but can they get it over the line and give themselves a decent chance of qualifying for the last 16? There isn't also an HD marble down here though, and if they do not get across the line soon, Fluminese, they've got one across the line now, but will it be enough? There's still also an HD marble down here trying to get through. They're going to get one across. It's 1-1. This is a big last 3 seconds here. Can they get one across the line? Ulsan HD have nicked this one. Fluminese are out. This is a surprise victory here for Ulsan. This one finishes Fluminese 1, Ulsan HD 2. We are live from the Rose Bowl Stadium in Los Angeles for this Group E clash between River Plate and Monterrey. Inter Milan qualified from this group. Now they've got the 6 points from their 2 games. The other 3 teams, however, are all very close. Currently, River Plate in this game, 1 point from their 1 game so far. Urawa Red Diamonds 1 point from their 2 games, and Monterrey on 0 points. They're the weakest team in this group. Can River Plate get a win here, which will not quite put them through, but will almost definitely put them through? But can they do it? This last obstacle is, if Monterrey got across there, it would have put some pressure on River Plate. It's all about good fortune here. Will Monterrey have some? Oh, they were so close again. It's like they've hit the woodwork twice in this game so far. They are knocking it again. They're knocking on that door over and over again. Monterrey could cause River Plate an upset here. And they've got one across the line now. And this is danger for River Plate right now. They've got 7 seconds to equalise. They've got one back. But a point's not great for them. They'll take it over a defeat. But it's not perfect. It's what it's going to be, isn't it? It's a 1-1 draw. It's a surprise draw, this one. This one finishes River Plate 1, Monterrey 1. We're live from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia with this Group G clash between Juventus and Wydad AC. Juventus with a 2-0 victory over Ahly in their first game, while Wydad AC with a surprise 1-1 draw with Man City. It's put a bit of pressure on Man City in their game today, which will be following in a few games' time. So depending on what happens here though, it will depend on how Man City get on. But if Wydad AC could get a surprise victory here, it's not looking good right now, let's be honest. They're only 5 marbles versus Juventus is 10. Then it could put a bit more pressure on Man City. But we'll see how this one goes. Because Man City have got Juventus in their final group game. So Juventus could yet cause Man City some issues. And it's 2-0 to Juventus here. They're going to see this one home comfortably. It's 3-0 Juventus. A pasting for Wydad AC. It's 4-0 Juventus. It's 5-0 Juventus. This is an almighty win for them here. They have qualified comfortably from the group in just 2 games. This one finishes Juventus 5, Wydad AC 0. It's Real Madrid versus Pachuca in this Group H clash live from the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Real Madrid, with a surprising 3-2 defeat to Al Hilal in their first game, have got it all to do here, because they lose this game, they could be in serious trouble. They may still blag their way through, but they are in a little bit of trouble here, and they want to make sure they get through this game successfully with a win. Otherwise, they are going to be relying heavily on results in the last game of this second round of group games, and also in the third group games that will be incoming slightly further down the line. But Madrid are looking pretty solid here so far. But if they don't get across, I tell you, if Pachuca gets some marbles in this final obstacle, they are still in trouble. They have got this marbles lost all momentum. It's got through now. It's 1-0 Real Madrid. Pachuca so nearly got through there. Any kind of point here for Pachuca would be really good for them. It's 2-0 Madrid now. They should be all right. It's 2-1. It's close, but they've managed to blag their way through this one. This one finishes Real Madrid 2, Pachuca 1. Not convincing, but 3 points on the board for them. We are live from the Audi Field, Washington, for this Group H clash between Red Bull Salzburg and Al Hilal. With Al Hilal's surprise 3-2 victory over Real Madrid on the opening day of these group games in this group, it's given them a fantastic chance to qualify, and victory over Salzburg here would put them through, because they will have 6 points and then would have Red Bull Salzburg and Real Madrid on 3 apiece, and they are facing each other in the final game. So a win here for Al Hilal would see them qualify from this group. But we'll see what happens. Real Madrid are still in massive trouble in this group. They are in big trouble, especially if Red Bull Salzburg get a win here, because they are then relying on Al Hilal to not win their final game, especially if Red Bull Salzburg do not lose by too many in their game versus Madrid in the final game. I'm rambling a lot here trying to work this group out. Al Hilal get the first one over the line. They're 2-0 up. They are on the cusp of qualification for this group. It's 2-1. Red Bull, can they get back into this one? It's not looking like they will not have time, I don't think. It's 2-1 Al Hilal. They are the first team to qualify from this group. Amazing scenes. This one finishes Red Bull Salzburg 1, Al Hilal 2. It's Group G. It's Man City versus Ahly, and it's live from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Pressure on Man City in this one, having only drawn the opening game versus Wydad AC. They could do with a win here, because they've got Juventus in their final game. If they don't win this one and drop points, they could well go out if they lose to Juventus. They need to win. They need to win this game. Otherwise, they're going to have to beat Juventus in the final game, which is going to put almighty pressure on them. Are they going to get this one home? Done and dusted nice and quickly here. Oh, it's an early goal for them. It may well do the trick, because there are no Ahly and marbles even in sight yet. Man City going to wrap this one up, even comfortably or not. A win they'll take, whether it be 1-0 or more. It's only going to be 1-0, but they'll take it. It's a narrow victory, but it puts them back in with a solid chance of qualification from this group, although not guaranteed yet. Got to be important to say that one. This one finishes Manchester City 1, Ahly 0. So at the end of the second round of group games, we only have a few teams with unbeaten records so far. Seattle Sounders is a surprise team with 2 wins from 2, with their surprise win versus Atletico Madrid following up with their win against Botafogo. We've got Bayern Munich on 6 points as well, along with Inter Milan, Borussia Dortmund, Juventus and Al Hilal. Atletico Madrid, the big shock though, obviously so far in Group B, out after just 2 games. Anyway, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure you smash like on the video. Please subscribe, and we'll be back very soon for the final round of group games. Until then, hopefully see you very, very soon for the third round of group games video. Till then, cheers all, bye!